us through what you're making of things. I think we've come to the close of today's session. Just a minute left and counting down. Pretty much around where we opened. I mean, 19,522 is where we are at on the Nifty. I think which is 0.6% loss, less than 0.5% cut on the Nifty Bank. So, I mean, again, neither here nor there. Mid and small cap indices, maybe just a quick look before we go any further. Mid cap index, small cap index ends 0.5% higher, and the mid cap index will end just less than 0.25% in the green. So broader markets up, but the Nifty, Bank Nifty both lower. Advanced decline slightly skewed to the negative side, but nothing very large or outsized at all. But lots of movers, both up and down. Not just in large caps, but in the broader market as well.
Okay, if we talk about the mid caps, relatively better off because there's at least some green as the day closes up. Though you'd have to say the number of declining stocks was still more. Over 1,500 declining stocks, almost 1,600 actually, and about 1,400 advancing stocks. The financials on the mid cap side, they've done well. Ujjivan Small Finance, about 9% on that stock. Union Bank, the entire PSU party basically. PNB, Bank of Maharashtra, IOB, Bank of India. Big day for PSU banks once again. And then some names, Himadri Chemicals on the chemical side. Zomato had a good session today, 4%. There were some block deals on Zomato. Did fairly okay after that. So those are some of the key gainers when we are talking about mid-caps. But Nigel, let's actually recap Vedanta as well. So that six-way demerger, I think for the time being, the market's holding on to it with some hope. 3% up as we're closing out. 4% up, actually.
And Mr. Agarwal was very confident, right? He's saying that he's going to make those payments that are due on Vedanta Resources. He's saying he's surely going to get the steel assets sold, and there's plenty of interest out there. And now he's talking about corporate governance, the company being run by professionals, and he's looking at shareholder wealth. So he has to walk the talk. But the commentary as well was positive. And the stock didn't sell off, by the way. Yeah. In the first few minutes, it came down, I think, from around 230 or it fell down to around 225. But from there, it saw some buying interest. So it's living to fight another day.
That's been the Vedanta story. For the market, 19,522. So the bulls have defended that level of 19,500. Let's see. Tuesday is done. Another 3 sessions, of course, ahead of us. And all eyes on what happens in the US market action tonight. With that, it's a wrap on this edition of Closing Bell. Thank you very much for watching us and for being with us. It's a goodbye from the entire team. But don't go anywhere, because our Tuesday special Commodity Champions is coming up next.